Hello, Bridge Farm. I'm really excited to share a bedtime story with you. My name is Mrs. Woodcock, if there's anybody who doesn't know me, and I am a teacher in Year 4 for JW. And I've chosen this storybook because it has the most beautiful illustrations and because the cat in the story looks just like my cat. And my cat has some naughty habits as well. So I hope you enjoy the story. Cat and Bear, Carol Green and Mortimer. Bear arrived in a big red box for the child's birthday. He was undoubtedly handsome, a fine, sturdy brown fellow with a red ribbon around his neck and a twinkle in his eyes. Cat didn't like Bear at all. The child already has a furry friend, he growled. Me. Bear is unnecessary. Bear twinkled at him. Hooray, said the child, he's lovely. She hugged Bear and kissed him on the nose. Growled Cat. Unnecessary. But the child took Bear up to her room and put him on her bed in Cat's favourite place by the pillows. Then she went to eat ice cream and birthday cake. Cat curled up at the foot of the bed and sulked. Then suddenly, Cat heard a little gravelly voice. I like the child. I like where I'm at. But there is something wrong with that cat. Cat jumped up. You're singing, he hissed. Singing. Only for you, Bear songs are private, just for two, sang Bear. Outrageous, snarled Cat. Why, you are nothing but an interloper. Interloper, antiloper, riding on a telescoper, sang Bear. Cat burrowed under the bedspread, put his paw over his ears and went to sleep. When he woke up again, he had an idea. Cats know what to do with unpleasant things. They bury them. So Cat knocked Bear over and pulled the blanket on top of him. Mum, called the child a little later. Bear's gone. But Mum found Bear right away. That night, the child took him to bed with her. Good night, Bear, she said, and she hugged him and kissed him on the nose. Cat's own nose felt a little lonely. He slept on the chair. The next morning, he had another idea. If he could make the child stop loving Bear, then she'd love Cat again. Now, all I need is a clever plan, thought Cat. He spent all day trying to think of one. The child, spent all day with Bear. That evening, the child came upstairs for her bath. Then she went back downstairs for her bedtime snack. As usual, she forgot to pull the plug out of the bath, and on the edge of the bath, she left Bear. Splash! Cat looked into the bath. Soggy, he said. No one loves soggy. And he strolled into the bedroom. Mum, called the child a little later. Bear went swimming and he's all wet. Thoroughly soggy, purred Cat. But then they patted Bear with towels and blow-dried him until he was as good as new. You can even have my red ribbon, Bear, said the child as she snuggled into bed. She hugged Bear and kissed him on the nose. Cat's own nose felt terrible. He slept in a corner on the floor. Then, one windy autumn day, the child went next door to play. Leaves are falling, do they care? I would care, but I'm a bear, sang Bear. Somehow, the child had left him on the windowsill. Somehow, she'd left the window open. And somehow, Bear disappeared. Later, Cat went outside and glanced around. He couldn't see Bear anywhere. Wonderful, he thought. Bear has found himself a new home. That night, the child missed Bear a lot. Cat cuddled up to her and purred, but she sniffed and snuffled until she fell asleep. Cat himself had trouble sleeping. He was sure he could hear something. It was a song, a small, gravelly voice. Lost, alone, cold. Cat's ears twitched. Ridiculous, he said, but the song came again. Lost, alone, cold. Just a dream, snorted Cat. Bear has a new home. Lost, came the song yet again. Alone, so cold. And suddenly, Cat felt all of those feelings too. Lost in a dark place that went on forever. Alone in a place where there were no cuddles. Cold, so cold, he shivered. Cat jumped up. All right, he snapped. I'm coming. Padded downstairs and out through his cat flap. He stalked to the side of the house and looked beneath the child's window. But all he saw there was a prickly bush with leaves heaped around it. Cat stuck his head under the bush. No, Bear, back to bed. But Cat couldn't help sniffing, and he couldn't help smelling. And all at once he smelled something deep under the leaves, something lost and cold and alone. Now I suppose I'll have to dig, thought Cat. He dug in the leaves until he finally dug up a furry brown ear. Then he grabbed that ear with his teeth and pulled as hard as he could. Out popped Bear. I'm free, oh come and see, the noble cat has rescued me, sang Bear. Has anyone ever told you that you have a terrible voice, said Cat. It was not easy to drag Bear around the house and through the cat flap and up all of the stairs. For just a moment, the child woke up. Bear, she mumbled, and Cat. She hugged them both, kissed their noses, and went back to sleep. About time, growled Cat. His nose felt fine. Then Cat felt Bear take a deep breath. Found, sang Bear, and friend, and warm. Purred Cat, still unnecessary. At the end, and this cat is just like my cat. I hope you enjoyed that story. Good night, sleep well, bye bye.